laugh because I worked with Fernando from 2014 all the way through the 2020 season, and this is a man that was so incredibly beloved in that stadium and really in the entire city of Los Angeles, the entire state of California, and certainly in his hometown of Sonora, Mexico. This is a man that was so well accomplished on the field, but what he was off the field was so special too. He was a very private person. There's not a lot of people that know the inner workings of Fernando Valenzuela in terms of his personal life, but he was sneaky funny. I mean, this is a guy that had a great sense of humor, was very quiet but also very kind, was always very giving of his time. I enjoyed sharing a press box with him. I enjoy sharing a field with him. And he was just royalty not only in Los Angeles, but also certainly in his home country of Mexico. There you can see that photo of us in 2018 as we were getting ready to board our plane to go to Monterrey, Mexico, when the Dodgers and the Padres were going to have the Mexico series there. And honestly, it was as if royalty was going back to Monterrey, Mexico, because that is exactly what Fernando Valenzuela was to the country of Mexico and certainly to the city of Los Angeles. And think about this for a second, Chris. It was 43 years ago today that Fernando Valenzuela pitched his finest game, not his best game, his finest game, according to Vince Scully. It was that Game 3 of the 1981 World Series, Dodgers 5, Yankees 4. It was that final at Dodger Stadium. And I mean, what he was able to do in his career coming up as a young man, he was the, one of 12 kids coming from a tiny town in Mexico, and being able to make his major league debut as a 19-year-old, not in 1981, but in 1980. So that's really when Fernando Mania began. And, his jersey was retired by the entire Mexican Baseball League in 2019. And I'm so grateful to the Los Angeles Dodgers for finally doing the right thing, Chris, and retiring number 34 in 2023, because the Dodgers, as you know, do not retire numbers unless that particular player is in the Hall of Fame. But they did the right thing, and there you can see Fernando with his wife and his lovely family, Manny Mota, Fernando, and Oral Hershiser, of course, unveiling the number in the Ring of Honor at Dodger Stadium. And this was special because a lot of people believe that Fernando Valenzuela should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame because of what he meant to the sport of baseball. I mean, Fernando Mania wasn't just a moment. It was a movement in Los Angeles, and it really created a massive fan base and a massive interest in baseball in Southern California. And we're going to have Jaime Jarin, Hall of Fame broadcaster, come on the program in just a little bit. There's nobody better on this planet to talk about what Fernando meant to Los Angeles and baseball at the time. I'm glad he got to see his number retired at Dodger Stadium. I know that he's been sick for quite some time, so I'm glad that they were able to do that for him last year. But this is a massive loss to the Dodgers organization, the Los Angeles community, and baseball in general. So my heart breaks for him and his family and his loved ones and all of us that had the pleasure of working alongside him and just watching him go about his business. May El Toro rest in peace, Chris.